Like, should I say the intro or does someone else want to say it?
Anybody can say it. I don't really care.
I don't know if we need an intro because we could just like totally clip in.
I got something here. I'll try it out.
All right.
Hi, welcome to the socially.
That's the intro. That's the intro.
There we go.
There we go. Fucking the podcast.
Hey everybody, to our like probably 3 people listening, welcome to the Socially Challenged Club's first ever podcast. I am joined by 3 mates. Yeah, I'm
What are we,
Mark.
fucking EU? What are we, British mates?
In it.
In it, mate.
Tuesday.
Oh, it, mate.
Good night, mate.
It's
Fucking
Tuesday.
Australian.
Alright.
Yeah, this is fucked.
This is already cursed, and we're not even.
Anyway.
2 minutes in.
So, yeah, I'm Mark. I'm joined by Peyton, Aidan, and Andrew, and Mr. Craig Bot.
Yes, Mr. Craigbot is here to help us record. Don't mind him.
Yep.
Greg Bobby
So-
speaking facts.
Here in the
Craig.
Socially Challenged podcast, we will be talking about either, you know,
Highly political stuff.
Oh yeah, if worse goes to worse, we can always get political.
We run out of ideas. We just go down the path of just.
Let's go down the
Political
rabbit hole.
Politics.
We'll just talk about
Yeah,
politics from other countries, and we don't even know anything. Just like, oh yeah, like
Did y'all see Turkey's tax returns?
yeah.
Some mysterious oil money, bro.
Seriously, just some shit like that.
Dude, what's Somalia's pirate rate right now?
Oh,
Just do a quick Google search.
pirate rate?
Anyway, so I don't know. I like games.
dude, don't we all like? Are we all
I
like
think we're
gamers?
all
Mark,
like,
why don't
heavily
you go
addicted
first?
gamers.
Why don't you introduce yourself first?
Who?
Oh yes, you.
Yeah. I'm Mark. I'm 18. I'm lonely. I watch anime and play guitar. Let's go.
Hey guys,
Dog games.
hey guys, I'm Peyton. I'm 19 and I'm half.
We can't
I-
say that.
I can. I can say that.
No, you can say it. You can say it.
I can say that.
You actually
Yeah.
can. But I think you can't like mean it like offensively.
No.
I don't know, man.
Thank God
It's
we're not live, dude.
Twitch
We'll
has
just
been on
bleep
our
that.
asses.
We'll bleep that one out.
Yeah, just be safe. He said the F slur for those at home not knowing what he said.
Trigger warning. TW /
Yeah, like we had to.
Trigger warning.
Slash J.
Yeah, man,
Slash
we had to
J.
stop Andrew from yelling the N-word, man.
Oh my god.
Hey, all right, bro.
Hey, listen. All right, Aiden,
We're all white, by the
introduce
way.
yourself.
Hey, what's up? I'm Aidan. I'm 18. I either play video games like a degenerate or I'm at the gym lifting things that are too heavy for me.
That's kind of hot.
So hot.
Dude, it's like a flavor of the month. Like what talent I have. Like 1 month I can be like drawing like crazy, and the other month I'm like, oh yeah, let's just try juggling with flaming sticks. That sounds fun.
Flaming,
Middle
of course you play
ground.
with sticks.
Yeah. Gay joke. Ha ha ha. Funny.
Oh, get it, guys.
Your stick is also dick.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, we're also mentally challenged.
Socially,
Oh, not-
mentally, physically. Yeah.
Spiritually.
There's a lot of things we're challenged in.
Yeah.
This is the first time
Andrew, you got an intro for the boys.
My name is Andrew. I have a baby group at 16. I play a lot of video games. I have no life. I'm failing high school, and I play drums.
Jesus Christ.
Failing high school.
I'm the baby. I'm a failure, and I play drums.
All the
A lot
worst
of-
things in the world.
A lot
If
of
you want
combinations.
to tell your son what not to do when you grow up, just look at me.
All right.
no.
Like my goal in life is to be that one guy that like your parents point to and be like, you don't want to be like him. 'Cause that means I'm living my best life.
That's most people's goals, honestly. Like, who wants their like child to grow up and be like you? Like, that's
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, be like me. I have my senior picture, and then it just has a fat watermark on it. Hey, your boy was looking fresh though. I had the swag on. Woke up,
Dude,
swag
you
was
got the-
on.
Swag.
Woke up,
was
swagged
on.
up.
I'm
So
over here with a Daft
woke up
Punk
like this.
profile.
what did I do?
Demon time. Haha.
All right,
Uh,
Andrew and Aidan, you guys go to the same high school, yeah?
This is a
Yeah.
fact.
mhm.
Okay. You guys got any like crazy stories?
Let me see. My friend got thrown through a wall our
I was
freshman
actually
year.
bring that
Or
up.
So my friend got thrown through a wall my freshman year. So the story behind it is that my friend and this one fat kid hated each other for like years in middle school, and it all came to a boiling point in their like tech design class. And how our school works is that it's either like drywalls or fake like metal plastic walls. Like our classrooms are split up into cubicles.
Right.
And they were downstairs, so luckily they were like they had actual walls.
Because their upstairs only has like 3/4 walls where there's like gaps on like where the walls meet the ceiling for like ventilation reasons because our school's like 50 years old.
Yeah, dude. People's grandparents went to that school. But anyway, so essentially what happened freshman year is that this kid kept on unplugging my friend's computer. So my other friend grabs his keyboard, smashes the kid's fingers, and tells him to go like F himself. So finally, like my friend said something completely screwed up. I don't remember what it was, but it set this kid off. And from that day on, tons of fun was tons of rage.
I
Awesome.
saw a video of my freshman year, and there's still like a fat hole in the computer lab. Like this kid
Oh,
literally
yeah.
got thrown at 200 miles an hour through.
That was
a
my friend.
wall
That was my friend.
and then had to pay for it.
Oh no, he didn't have to pay for it.
He didn't? I thought he did.
Nope, the school paid for it. So literally, the story is this like kid.
You
So
just
my
told the
friend
story.
he like grapples my friend, pushes him, and they're like standing out like a few feet away from the wall. The kid charges my friend. My friend goes into the wall. Dude starts pummeling my friend. And then finally my friend gets out and he just yawns and he goes, "Ugh, you're a
Yeah,
bitch."
literally.
He just yawns. He yawns. He's completely unaffected. It's like the most badass moment ever. He just goes, "You're a bitch." Kid
Perfect.
charges my friend again, grabs to my friend's long hair. He's like, "Get off of me!" And he slams him into a wall. It doesn't break because it's one of the metal ones. Kid hits the back of his head, falls down on his butt, can't get back up, and just starts pouting.
Jesus.
Yeah, our school. So so for some reason there's a lot of gang activity since we're close to a big city, and there were 34 fights in a week and a half last year.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I
Yes,
thought our school was bad.
Our school really wasn't that bad, honestly.
It's not that bad, but like
The-
there are some questionable things.
The more I think about it, dude, so we had I'm gonna talk about our fucking soccer coach, Mr.
No. He's gonna listen to this and cry.
He was I don't remember the whole story, but that man was a weird dude. He was our soccer coach from what was it, like beginning of what, you were like in 8th grade, I was in like 9th grade or some shit.
Yeah. it
He was our
my first
coach.
JV year.
Yeah, and then he got fired because he was basically a pedo.
Yeah, but she was 18. She was 18.
Was she
Wasn't she?
really? That's
I don't-
questionable.
17,
Okay.
18.
Okay, we won't
Still
say
wrong.
she's a pedo, but we would say he sexually harassed a woman. Dude, never
I
seen-
can quote what he said.
I
She
don't-
came in the library It was like, can I get a piece of paper? He said, only if you let me get a piece of that ass.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. That dude was weird from the start. He was like missing an eye, right? And like he only had like one eye. I can't remember the story he said. He said he was like trying to lift a couch and it like popped his eye out.
lifting a couch just casually.
This is some weird shit. And he was
I think
already
was it like one of those bungee cord things? You strap down stuff and one of it like popped and flew in his eye, something like that.
probably. I don't remember the whole story, but that dude was weird because we were on the bus one time going to like some soccer game, and this dude was like asking people for candy and shit.
Oh yeah.
He was just asking people. He was just like, "You guys got candy?" And it was just so creepy. It's the weirdest shit in the world.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
yo, y'all
quick
got
disclaimer. Quick disclaimer. We never won a game. Ever.
Yeah, we
We
never
lost every game.
we never won a single game.
We went 4.5 hours to a place called Nandua just to get fucking mercy ruled.
Yeah, dude, it
So
was
we
like
didn't play the whole time.
it was like a 2.5 hour drive, and it was literally like a 20-minute game.
It was not 2.5 hours, brother. You must have slept. I remember like 4.
Oh, jeez. He was so far, and it was like literally a 20-minute game. Last like no time. We even get to like halftime, I think.
Every game, bro. We get hype before the game and still hype when we lost because all we do is bullshit.
Literally.
There were some scenarios where like we were pissed for like 5 minutes and then I would do some dumb shit, make everybody laugh.
Literally me.
You remember
Just pull down
remember
your
our first
pants.
scrimmage and I was walking across the bleachers and I just kept falling in front of people to see if they'd say anything. And the one lady just gave me a look. I said, "Thanks, bitch. I'm okay."
Yo, because we were in the stands and you were just like falling fucking over and shit like a dumbass.
And I remember we went to, it wasn't Rappahannock. I don't remember where it was, but we went somewhere and they had like the hurdles for track and field or whatever the
Been to
fuck.
Rappahannook before.
Oh, culture.
Okay.
But we like, remember I slide tackled a girl that game. And like she smacked the ground a little hard, and like you have to remember I was like a 200-pound dude, and like
Yeah, I was
I'm
about to
I'm
ask.
full speed, full speed, and I dropped slide tackle her. It was legal. It's just she was a girl. I like after that I was like, let's go, and I look, it was a girl. I said, oh shit.
Because me and Mark are like built the same, and like every person we went against was just literally like 5'4" and like skinny as shit. And you would just
slide tackle.
slide
Wait,
tackle.
so you guys played soccer?
yeah,
Yeah.
both of us.
Ah.
I played up until like 11th grade because COVID, but
Yeah, basically same. Well, then I moved.
yeah, you got in a car accident and then
Yeah,
stopped
that
coming.
that shit was wild.
That shit was
Got in a
wild.
car accident, bro.
Yeah, I was driving down. I was going to meet my family for dinner because I was watching my brother's dog, and I was like trying to switch lanes, and I like looked over my shoulder and I looked in the left lane, and there was no cars, and then when I looked back, I rear-ended somebody.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit was
Driver of the
wild.
year.
Yeah, driver of the year.
They don't teach you how to be swag and driving ed, driver's ed.
Dude, my driver's ed teacher was a fucking Marine. If you want to know how to pay attention in that class, you get trained. You get a Marine teacher, man. This dude got yelled at by one of the teachers because when people would fall asleep, he'd grab a book and start yelling, wake up, fire, bar, bar."
He was just trying to cope his PTSD, bro.
And this teacher walked over and she says, and I quote, "The yelling, not appreciated."
Your yelling
This
is
one-
not appreciated in
This
class.
man had the look of complete and total fear. I'm like, you looked terrified. He's like, did you see the size of her?
I
It's all the
remember,
English teachers though.
in Spanish. Why miss came. Apparently, this is the story. I don't know if this is true, anything like that. But like, we had a really nice Spanish teacher, and she was like a sweet older Hispanic lady. And she was fun, bro. Like, she was actually teaching us Spanish, teaching us a bunch of stuff about Spanish, about cultures and whatnot, different types of Spanish. You get the deal. And apparently, some kids slapped the shit out of her, so she quit.
How do I not know that? What the fuck?
That's what I was told. All right, how true that is, I believe it.
I
The
would
way our
believe
school is, I believe it.
There
So
was
at
a
our
court
school-
case. Oh,
Yeah,
You-
at our
you
school
can go.
we've got Miss. All right.
I was
So-
refrained from name.
Okay.
About-
Well, we can bleep that. I don't really
Yeah.
care.
Oh yeah.
So she's built like a whale.
A walking Jabba the Hutt. Literal walking Jabba
Fucking
the Hutt.
Pearl from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So she was my English teacher, sophomore year? And she decided to fail my entire classes quarterly at once, right?
Okay.
Just because some kid walked in the room, said, "Damn, bitch, you fat," and then left.
I fucking remember. I was in the class over you in my class.
So in our school, not a lot of kids care, right? So they'll just like walk around like the hallways. Teachers don't really like care about it that much either. And then they'll like be on FaceTime in class with people in other classes, and
Oh
like,
yeah,
they'll
that's
be hit
funny as shit.
like there's another story of a girl giving head in the back of a class, but that's something.
There were several stories like that. There were study halls. Some people did it, and that place got shut down for a while. I remember some girl like we actually had locker banks removed from some of our exit places because people would go there and just start like banging, and it was the funniest thing.
But
I'm
they had to
surprised-
install more security cameras my freshman year.
Holy shit.
We also got a gender neutral bathroom, which may I say, 8 out of 10 shit. 8 out of 10 shit place. Would shit again.
It is very nice.
Really?
All right, so put it this way: it is the only bathroom that students can use that have mirrors over the sink. All the mirrors over the sinks in the other bathrooms have been broken.
Or they just aren't there.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're not there, and it's
All the
so
guys'
funny because
bathrooms
I
don't
walked
have
in
mirrors.
there. I walked in there and I was talking with other people who used to go there, and I was like, I walked into the gender neutral bathroom, and they had mirrors. They turned around. He was driving. He turned around. He's like, "No fucking way, you're capping."
Is that James or something? That sounds like James.
No, it was my sister's boyfriend actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our
They
school-
both
yeah.
turned around, and looked at me, thought I was lying. I was like, dude. And the thing is that the rule is only one person can be there in there at a time. So I was fast. I was like, dude, I'm not about to get caught using the gender neutral bathroom and have to be like someone being like, you know, you're not supposed to be using that. I'm like, dude.
How you gonna tell me what I
Are you
identify as,
assuming?
fucker?
For real.
But it actually got shut down for a while because people kept on doing what usually teenagers do whenever you allow a boy and a girl to enter into a room, or a girl and girl, boy and boy, you know.
or it and
It's
it.
hotter if it's girl and
Yeah.
girl.
I'm surprised we didn't have more shit like that at our school where just people
Oh,
Oh
are
yeah,
fucking.
we
I
had
found
we had like
diamonds.
we had like an LGBT club. We had like everything.
Gay
pride
club, yeah,
there.
we have that too.
We had a religious
Gay
club.
Straight Alliance. Yeah, we have
I'm-
the gay.
We
Straight
did have a
Alliance.
religious club.
I remember that.
We have that too.
I can't remember how far that shit went, but I remember hearing
How
about it
far?
like day one, and like it never came up again. Like I think it just like shut down. Like probably like nobody showed up. There was maybe at our school like our school was so weird. Like half of it was like it was just so strange. Like it was like I would say a mostly black school, and then like a lot of white people too. But like what am I trying to say here?
You're either country or ghetto.
Yeah, you're either country or ghetto.
Or
Like you're
or the mix between that like hurts to look at. They're like
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
boots and a cowboy hat, but still listening to like
Well,
Pooh
we
Shiesty
had
in their
like
truck.
we had like 3 people like that, but like really it was either white people were from the suburbs and then like you were either from the city. We didn't have a lot of country people because like we're right next to one of the major cities. Actually, we're in between like 2 major cities. Shout out
Yeah.
DC.
Shout out DC, shout out
Hey,
tomorrow. You know what's
DC.
up?
DC.
DC. But well, like we're right, like we're in between 2 major cities, so it's kind of like a lot of people are from there, and dude, it is so funny watching these cultures collide because it's such a like diverse school, and seeing diversity flipped on its head and seeing what diversity does to people who hate each other is the funniest shit you'll ever see. I've never thought in my life, I would never seen a dude wearing cowboy boots and a gangbanger get into an argument over fucking walking down the hallway.
Can't
school,
confirm
like-
that happened.
Like I felt like our school was like, like low key not racist, if that makes sense.
Ours
Like,
is like
There were
10%
definitely
racist.
racist people.
no, there
Well-
was definitely racist people, but like it felt like there would be some white people who would just say the N-word and nobody would give a fuck. Like
Oh, no,
that's
if you said that
I
in
think
our
that goes
school.
for most high schools.
Mhm.
Well, so in our high school, I've seen plenty of people, like plenty of white people, get absolutely decked for saying the N word. Though my favorite thing was I was in, like most of the kids in my school were like people of color, and we had to read "To Kill a Mockingbird,"
Oh my god.
Dude, my favorite.
and it was like the what is the page number? It's like 243 or something.
Yep, you say the N word.
257 or something.
Yeah, and some kid, he's like a theater kid. Dude flat out said the N word, and a black kid walked in. He's like, "What do y'all? Oh, you reading To Kill a Mockingbird? You pass. You pass. You pass."
We had some shit like that too in my next school. We had to read Huckleberry Finn,
Oh,
and like
Oh.
we had to say every single page. And this white kid, I can't remember what chapter it was, but like the entire chapter was like every other word was the N word. Swear to God, it was like ridiculous. So this kid is just saying it straight through, and I'm like, I felt like I was at like a KKK rally. It was so awesome.
so my English teacher, he was mixed. He was a Blasian, I think. But like when he was reading it, he likes to put on accents, and this man is really good at it. So this dude sounded,
God.
well, he sounded like an old like sort of like Fallout era like voiced guy, white guy. And when he said the N-word, he like emphasis the R. Dude, I'm white, and I was like, whoa. Whoa.
You can do this?
I feel like
That's crazy.
no matter who you are, when you hear that R at the end of it, you always forget. Like you could not even be offended to be like, what the fuck? You know?
Do you remember? Oh no, you weren't there when we got an assistant soccer coach, but he was also our geography teacher. And you remember? Can't say his name, but for the time being, we're gonna call him Jimmy. It was
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jared, and Jared is black, right? And Jimmy called Jared the N word, and Jared told the teacher, and the teacher was like, "Was it a hard R or a soft A?" I was like,
What?
And then he put my.
He's showing ownership in his sentence. Like,
Oh my god.
and it was so funny because nobody knew what to say. They were like, "Do we like call him out for
Cancel this
being
guy,
racist?" Like, if it was on Twitter, he would have got canceled for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
of course.
Bro, everybody's life can be ruined if they say anything sort of dark humorish or anything along those lines on Twitter.
So a
Yeah.
slightly brash change of topic. Y'all want to hear about the time when I took a shit and I cockblocked some dude?
Yes.
I want to know how this
Just
happened.
So-
drop a log in the toilet and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling it."
so it's my freshman year, and we all know how it is your freshman year. You're scared, you're afraid, you're in a place you don't know. And I wasn't in a good place freshman year, so I was all kinds of messed up. First time I ever go to use the bathroom, one of many times, and almost every time I went to use the bathroom, I have a story. I go use the bathroom, and I'm in our science hallway. And the science hallway is like the second most active bathroom in our school.
Oh boy.
I walk in there and it's completely empty. I'm like, score. And I ate a big breakfast. I had like the school lunch that was going right through me. So I go on the toilet. I'm like crapping up a storm. All of a sudden, I hear footsteps. And I don't hear one set of footsteps. I hear two.
They're in the vent.
No, they're walking. They're walking in. They're walking in, right? And I'm like, oh god, there's two guys coming in. And I hear this one dude sounded like your generic frat boy Chad. And he says the words, and I quote, "Babe, is this place good for you?" And I'm like, babe, what the hell? She goes, and then I hear a girl's voice. And he's like, I don't know. It could be a little trashy. At this point, I panicked so much, I put my legs up against the door to make it look like I wasn't in the stall. So they thought it was completely empty. And I'm holding it. They're having this deep discussion about the relationship and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. Finally, I just have to let it rip. And my legs drop with the biggest thud. And you just solid like minute of just ripping ass. And she goes, oh my god, there's someone in here. They run out. I'm dying of laughter. Oh my god. So that's how I cockblock someone with my ass.
See, I've never shat in the school bathroom. Like there's like I am not doing that. There's 3,000 kids in our school. There's no way I'm putting my cheeks where the other cheeks been, bro.
Oh,
Doug, I don't give a shit, man. If I gotta take a shit, I'm taking a shit. I don't care. But
No.
I think the funniest time, I had like several bathroom stories. Like one time I'm just taking a shit, two other guys come in, and I hear them messing with some paper. Turns out dudes rolled up a spliff and we're gonna smoke it in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
An administrator came in, and our school makes us carry around clipboards and shit. Dude, you do not know how awkward it is waiting for an administrator. This administrator kicked those two out, and he's like, I can wait for you to come out. And I'm like, sir, I don't think you want to do that. He's like, why? I'm like, sir, because I'm actually using the bathroom.
Sir, I'm taking a shit.
I think the greatest
Taking
thing
a
that's ever happened
shit.
to me when I was taking a shit in the bathroom. Like two kids walking there and there was like a drug deal going on. I didn't like see anything, but I'd hear like, "Hey, yo, good luck, bro. Oh yeah, for sure, God." Like,
Yeah, thank for the grant, bro.
yeah, they're like, "Hey, yo, dude, taking a shit." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh yeah, I
I
had
had that.
several stories like that. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
yo,
they
just
were
saw me
like-
taking a shit.
Yeah, they
You
were
ain't
like,
seen
gonna
nothing, dog.
snitch?" They're like, "You gonna snitch?" I was like, "No." And they're like, "You want to buy some?" I was like, "Still no."
I remember one time I was in the bathroom and I heard somebody come in and I was like taking a heavy shit and he was like an autistic kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
God, there's some stories there.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I remember taking a shit and he was like knocking on all the doors to see if anybody was there. And then I remember he gets on his knees and he goes under the stall and just sees me sitting there taking a fucking huge shit. I was just like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, okay. Thanks, man.
You know what I imagine? It's like the one clip where the dude's like, hey yo, little homie, I'm taking a shit.
So in our school, there's a notorious kid who's like 6'6", also some sort of like special ed. We'll call him Kevin. All right.
Oh yeah, the black one.
Yes.
Oh
So-
yes.
So he's so big, he ripped a urine out of the wall.
He ripped a sink.
Was it a sink? Okay, he
Yes.
ripped a sink off the wall.
Jesus Christ.
He ripped a
Oh
sink
my
off the wall and
God.
drop kicked a urinal.
Yep. And then like he walks with so you know how a lot of like special people will like run around the hallway and just not care about hitting it.
What?
Okay. we can't add that in, man.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
How to
So-
get canceled in the first podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
So
anyway,
So I walked in after that happened, and all I see is just like pipes in all sorts of different directions, and there's like whatever a sink is made of, like porcelain or whatever, like all over the floor. You know, there's just a urinal like at like 45 degrees. Like it was. I'm pretty sure he literally like gave somebody a sprained arm from walking in the hallway and just like totally.
Dude was about to catch a full case because he kept touching girls' butts.
maybe he just
I
maybe
heard
he
about
wasn't
that.
like mentally challenged. Maybe he was just playing the part.
It's like the one Family Guy bit. It's like the one Family Guy bit where it's like Helen Keller turned out to like be faking it the whole time.
Oh, that'd be something. Like the one sped kid just like walks through. He's like, "Hey, bro, quit that shit. Quit making fun of me."
I remember I walked into one of the bathrooms and there was like 3 of them changing in there, and I'm like, hell no! I saw one of them go for their boxers. I ran out.
It's not as bad as in
They're
4th
always
grade.
pissing with their pants down.
There was one special ed kid in 4th grade. You know, everybody, you know, we on the blacktop, you know, we all vibing, you know, we on the big jungle gym, me and my boys. And we look over and, you know, this big comes over, starts playing with us, and you know, we were alright with that. He was like, I gotta pee. I was like, okay. So man just walks over towards the fence where all these girls are at and just pisses on them.
Dude,
I-
I got
like,
in
I'm-
trouble when I was younger for showing my wiener to some kid at a Chick-Fil-A.
What? How'd you even do that?
All right, so
Chick-fil-A.
yeah, so this is one of the first times I ever got into Chick-fil-A, and they like I was still small enough to go to the play park or whatever, and just for some reason I just like took my wiener out and was like, and it was like toying around. I think I'm pretty sure it was a girl too.
Oh my
Um,
god.
So when my mom or dad comes in and was like, "All right, time to go," and the girl was like, "He showed me his weenie." I was like, I was so embarrassed, and then I go home and had to write, "I will not show my PP to anybody" on a piece of paper like 500 times. That was
I
one
was
of
to get
the
that
worst
punishment.
punishments I've ever had.
I know. I would like swear on the game, like I'd be on like Siege. Someone would be like, "You fucking dick writer," like you know something like that. I'd write in a book over 1,000 times, like I will not use the words "dick" or "fucking."
That was the
It-
worst punishment as a kid.
Yeah,
think-
it was like my handwriting never got better either. It got worse. So I just got pissed off.
Speaking of like seeing wieners and naked, I remember this is actually really bad. This happened 2 years ago at summer camp. I was working at summer camp and for kids and shit. And we were going out to the pool. So we went out to the pool and we were finishing or whatever. And like I told the kids, all right, we need to like, you know, wrap up and like get ready to go change and stuff. And one kid, I just don't know what they were thinking in their head. I don't think they were special needs, but I just remember she just like got completely undressed in front of everybody at the pool, and she's like 9 years old. And I was
boy.
freaking the fuck out because I was like, what the fuck? Dude,
Starts
I was-
grabbing the kid by the shoulders. What are you thinking?
just shaking her. No, I like blocked her. I like grabbed a towel and I was like, put this shit on. I was like, put it on, put your shirt back on. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I don't know what she was thinking, but yeah, that happened. I was like, Jesus.
That's probably a scary moment. You were what? Probably 17, 18?
Dude, I was 17 and I was like freaking out because it's like, it's a 9-year-old. I'm like, what do I do?
Oh my god. I've never really had those kind of experiences. I've kind of, I don't know. You ever like walked in on people having sex? Not your parents. Parents doesn't count.
Oh man, I wish I walked on somebody having sex.
I feel like that'd be the funniest shit ever.
No, honestly, like that'd be really awesome. I was hoping it would happen with
What?
my roommate here. Hold on.
Joins in, fucks the roommate.
No, because it would have been funny. Because I remember, he brought over a girl, and they were in here, or whatever, and I was doing work on my computer, and I like look away, and then I look back, and he's like in the position ready to fuck her, and he's like, "Yo, can you give me like 5 minutes?" And I was like, "Okay." So I
God,
walk,
college is awesome.
yeah, I'll walk out, and then I go down, and I'm literally about like to come back to the dorm, to come back in, and then he messages me. He's like, "Give me more time." Like, if he didn't message me, I would have walked in just as some like
Would have acted like I didn't see it.
freaky shit going on.
Yeah, for all you know, he could have been like playing with her nipples with like a tassel.
Yeah, or some like weird shit.
Getting down, dude.
You just come in, they're just playing Minecraft.
He's
Put their
just,
beds next together. Oh, we going big.
yeah, they're not even having sex. It's just like they're playing like just
Playing
Roblox.
Roblox.
Yeah,
Roblox strip club.
They're playing like Jenga or some shit.
yeah,
Playing
just,
Slick Jenga.
They're playing Human Connect 4.
Human Connect.
They're playing like Fun Twister.
Or making a
Fun
tier list.
Twister.
They're just making it like an anime tier list.
Oh man, you guys watch anime? I know Andrew does.
I mean, I just started for like years and years, especially seeing like my first 2 years of high school. I was always like the people who made fun of anime nerds.
Same here.
But then again, I
good.
look back to where I was like that time, dude. I looked fucking terrible.
didn't we all?
Can't confirm.
Yeah,
it's
it's
The
just
same
shut
as
the
I did
fuck
4
up.
years ago.
I'm
I
not
mean,
much-
like, it's
Oh.
so funny though.
Yeah,
You
I'm
were
not-
saying?
yeah, I'm not like much of an anime person, but like I've seen a few. Not like of course like the mainstream ones like Naruto and shit like that. But like I've also seen like Sailor Moon and Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy
And
Bebop will forever be one of my favorites.
that's literally my favorite. It's my favorite anime ever. I think it's probably the best, honestly, out there. Even though it's like pretty short, it's still worth every single like episode.
Yeah. It's
So
art
I'm the
style is
biggest weeb
amazing.
here, definitely.
Yeah, can't confirm.
Like I got like real big in anime in like middle school, like 7th grade, and I watched like all of Naruto that was out. I don't know if it was. I'm pretty sure it was finished at the time. So like 772 episodes later, watched all of Naruto. I watched like Dragon Ball, and then I got into other stuff like Tokyo Ghoul. I tried Cowboy Bebop, but it just wasn't my thing back then. Like Sword Art. Everybody's like know of Sword Art.
Yeah.
Shit show. Like the first 15 episodes, absolute heat. What are we gonna do for the 100th floor? Yeah, fuck you. We're just gonna end it at like floor 74. Floor 74, and we're just gonna have Ozuna get raped. So
Okay.
there was that. Yeah, I've never been more uncomfortable. I was like, I was like 13. Just I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it got real bad in like high school because I wouldn't even watch like actual shows. I guess like shows with like actors in it and shit. I would just watch anime, like
Yeah,
Attack
I
on
don't really-
Titan, Kame ga Kill, all that shit.
I never really. I mean, I liked like quote unquote actual TV for a while, but I kind of just stopped watching it because it was boring
I
compared
think the
to.
last show that I watched that was like with real actors was Shameless. Shameless is a great
I couldn't
show.
get into Shameless.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. Like, I mean, it seems like it probably would get better after like the first 3 episodes. But like, dude, I don't know. If I'm gonna be watching a show where where at random times cock and balls can be on screen, I'll watch something else, man.
Yeah, I got some great hentai for you.
I think the only like actual TV show I watch with like actors now is like either Black Mirror or the Eric Andre show.
I do like the Eric Andre show.
Yeah,
I used to watch Top Gear a lot.
I like stand up too, like Jimmy Yang.
Yeah, stand up. Yeah.
I don't really like Fluffy that much. My parents went to see him live once. I didn't get to go.
Yeah,
I've seen who's the guy who does like puppets?
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, I saw him live.
That's awesome. I love Jeff Dunham. Dude's hilarious.
It was very funny.
You guys like watch any movies? Like, did you guys watch Godzilla versus Kong or whatever?
I have not. No,
I have not, but I've watched the Snyder Cut.
I haven't watched.
Dude, I haven't even watched any of that stuff, man. I just watch Hulu. I watch Hulu a lot because I just like Hulu's selection better. But I also have been watching like horror movies more. And fucking there's this movie called Tales from the Hood. It's a fucking crazy movie, man. Like they have and their sequels are even worse, man. Like it's so weird. It's like an anthology movie full of stories that are like about like black people issues. Like you have like racism, you have like cop racism, internalized bigotry. Like it's all like kind of cool, but at the same time, at the same point, it's like, all right, there's just tits on the screen, and I'm learning about like social justice. This is the best movie ever.
Did you guys ever like have like a celebrity crush when you were like 14, 15 when you could have a boner?
I like Scarlett Johansson a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't like Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
The bitch who plays Sam's girlfriend in the first 2 Transformers movies. Who's that?
Megan
What
Fox.
is it?
Megan
Yeah,
Fox. Megan Fox. That's number 1 for me. Hey, Megan Fox, if you're listening, you want my Snapchat?
Isn't she like 50 now or some shit?
I don't give a shit.
MGK.
She's like
Dude,
a
she's
God, she went downhill.
God.
Wait, you kidding me? Hold on.
She hosted She hosted one of the like Nick shows or something like that.
Like the Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Those were always cringe. I never really liked a Nickelodeon. Like, SpongeBob's my shit. But like Boomerang was where it was at, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Tom and Jerry, all that shit.
Yeah,
Fucking Chowder. Fucking Chowder.
dude, I miss Chowder so much.
Fanboy and Flapjack or some shit like that. So the kid's name was Flapjack or something. But I remember Fanboy
The
and
Misadventures of Flapjack.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the other one on Nickelodeon.
You were talking about.
Fanboy
Yeah.
Fanboy.
The fat kid and they're just literally a ripoff of Phineas and Ferb.
It was such a stupid ass show, but it's hilarious watching it back.
You remember Regular Show?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
that's like top 5 shows ever. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I like it how it's like, okay, we have a normal thing, rock, paper, scissors. But like y'all pissed off a cosmic entity now, and the world's gonna blow up if you don't like choose rock or some shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's like the Steven Universe fan base.
Oh, dude. Steven Universe was kind of cool growing up, though.
I fucking hated that show.
I tried watching it because like
from the start, I hated it. Even when I was a kid, and even after like when I grew up, I still hated it. I could not enjoy it.
There was a girl that I thought was hot, so I tried watching it. No,
Y'all ever try to watch Riverdale?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched like
season.
10 minutes and I was like, this is cringe.
The first season wasn't terrible, but then besides that, it was all like after that, it was just.
Are you a teenage girl?
Yes.
Literally, bro. I like so I'll post like me watching anime on Snapchat, right? And girls will start and be like, "Wow, you're such a child. You watch anime," and I'm over here like, "So you think anime's for kids?" About to
I
send him
love
like
the people who like make fun of like anime and they watch like some stupid shit like Big Mouth.
I like Big Mouth though. Big Mouth's
Really?
kind of funny.
Fuck off. I think that show is so fucking awesome. That show
It's
is terrible.
it's like a good bad though.
God, I can't like
It's
I haven't
interesting.
I
I feel
tried.
like it won't age well though.
Oh, it definitely will. I
Like
tried.
I'll try and watch it in 10 years and feel like a pedophile.
It's gonna be like Brickleberry or something. Like Brickleberry was funny, like when I was
That-
in middle
yeah.
school. But now, like they, the creators of that made Paradise PD, and it's like everything that
Paradise
was
PD just
like everything that was actually redeeming about like Brickleberry is not on display with Paradise PD.
no, not at all.
Didn't
You
they
guys like
also
The Simpsons?
BoJack?
I actually am not the biggest fan of Simpsons. I love Futurama though.
Futurama's nice. You said something about what, BoJack Horseman?
I thought didn't the people who made Wrinkleberry also make BoJack? Am I wrong about it?
I don't know.
It looks like it's the same like art.
Yeah,
Or
because
cartoon style.
BoJack's actually pretty good. BoJack's actually really
BoJack
good.
Horseman is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple times when I was on vacation 2 years ago. It's not terrible. Could you guys get
on
into
my
Game of
list.
Thrones?
Dude, I tried.
I've never watched it.
My parents are like absolutely in love with Game of Thrones.
Dude,
I've seen The Witcher yet.
I have not seen The Witcher.
I haven't
I hear
seen
it's
it.
really good.
I
It
want
is.
to watch it. I know it's good, and I know they're doing season 2. They just finished like wrapping up shooting for it. So
Yep. That's why I brought it up. I watched the first season. It was really good.
You know, if it's not anime, I don't watch it. pretty
Okay,
much.
so they were not made by the same people or animated by the same studio, but the people who made like the creator of Brickleberry apparently was like one of the creators of Yucko the Clown, the Damn Show.
okay.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know what Yucko the Clown is?
No.
No clue.
Oh my god. So basically it was just some perv in a fucking clown costume going up to people being like a dumbass in like 2006. It was basically like Eric Andre show, but like before its time.
More creepy. I mean, the Eric Andre show just makes me. It's fun for shits and giggles, you know.
For real.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of shit anymore. Like in terms of like shows or anime, I'm watching like like Black Clover. I'm trying to finish that. That's okay. The openings are pretty fire. I don't know. Another one I started Fire Force, Rising of the Shield Hero, and Future Diary.
Fucking
Apparently,
anime.
yeah.
You know the anime about the two terrorists? It's like
Two
7
terrorists.
and 2.
Hold on, what?
9/11, the anime.
It was sometimes it really blew up a tower. Like
The
it's on
anime.
Hulu. I'll have to find it.
That sounds awesome.
Do you guys?
It
Do you guys like think some conspiracies are real?
I don't know. I
Um,
don't really have time for that
Birds, yeah,
stuff,
the
really.
birds.
Nah, not really. I mean, like all of them are so fucking weird. I can't even like
Well,
the
they're-
whole. Like, which one do you think though?
I don't really think any are real. There's one where it's something called like a crisis actor, and you know, like you'll see like a big school shooting,
Yeah.
like I can't say the names. But you'd see like we'll take like the one in Florida that happened like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The kid who just kind of ran in with an AR-15 and started clicking heads like it was CS:GO.
Oh my
Anyway.
god.
So there's a guy. His name's like something censored. I forgot his fucking name, but he was on the official podcast, and he was talking about like 9/11's an inside job, and there's crisis actors for these kind of things. Like if there's a school shooting, and like there's like CCTV footage, they'll have like actors that are like quote unquote shot dead or whatever, and then they just put the families in hiding. Which I feel like that's really far. Like I don't think somebody would fake something that horrible.
That's like such a stretch. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like, what are you accomplishing by faking, like, you know?
Yeah, it's
I mean, I guess for like, it'd be like a liberal thing where they're trying to get rid of weapons, so they use crisis actors. But like, like even
I
then,
could see that, but then again, it's still fucked up.
it's still stupid. It's like, what's the point? So it's like, you know, conspiracy theories, they're just so fucking weird. The closest thing, like, I would believe is like, some shit with like UFOs and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's no way that a universe, well, as many universes as there are, there's no way the only like living organisms. You know what I mean?
That's true.
There's zero way. What's y'all's theory about how the world started, like the universe?
Big Bang, hands down. I don't believe in. Well, I'd say I'm more agnostic now. Like I really don't care, but at the same
If a man
time, I just
shows
don't
up,
believe.
maybe.
I think like I think Big Bang is a great, idea. Of course. I think like, I'm not like a much religious guy, but I do think there's some sort of like there's something out there. There's something more to this.
There's a
'Cause
greater power.
yeah, it feels like because it's like, like it feels like a lot of things just don't make sense and a lot of things happen just because, if that makes sense. So like I feel like there's got to be like a higher force out there. Like it doesn't even have to be like, a person or a god. It's just like something's out there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone's got some answers to some questions.
I think I don't know, the thing about how the world started, I definitely believe the science.
I think, yeah, I mean, of course, like the science is always right. So, well, for the most part. So,
Yeah.
so, that's definitely like the best, idea out there. There's just like, there's got to be more to it because, just like an explosion happened and then a fucking like, plants forming. Like, it's just like it makes sense, but it's like really like strange. So it's like I feel like there's always, something more to it.
The one true God is Allah because the world started with a big bang.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Anyway, have you guys like ever had like a paranormal experience? Like anything extraterrestrial or paranormal, whatever the case may be?
I
Yeah,
can't say I have.
My house
I
is
had-
haunted.
I lived in this like huge house for a bit. It actually, yeah, it was like a 2-story house for a little bit, but it was like more like my mom's friends were letting us stay there because we were waiting on our other house to be like finished up and processed. So this house was definitely fucking haunted. I remember me and my brother were like arguing about something, and then one of like the there was like one of the doors, it was like it was like a front door and it was like open because we just had gotten home and I guess we didn't close it and like that shit slammed shut and it wasn't even windy outside or anything, so it was weird. We're hearing like footsteps upstairs all the time, just like when nobody's home. It was the creepiest shit ever. And then there was like this like child like almost like rocking chair, and that shit would move back and forth all the time, and it was so creepy.
We when we moved into the house that I'm at now, like the first couple nights it's kind of quiet, and then I think it was after my friends went home helping us move, and I was sleeping in my bed and I could hear like people running downstairs, but everybody's upstairs and both my parents are not running, trust me. And my little sister, she's upstairs sleeping too because it's like 3 a.m. I don't sleep. And I go down there because I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And there's no animals down there. My cat and both my dogs are upstairs, sleeping upstairs, whatever. And I go down there and I just hear like a bunch of creaking, people running, and I swear to God, like I heard somebody scream in the basement, and I just went back upstairs. Like, yeah, fuck that. And now, like sometimes it'll be like middle of the night, my door will just swing open and slam into the wall. Sometimes it'll slam shut. Sometimes it'll fuck with like my guitars that I have everywhere.
That's crazy.
It's there's definitely something here in my grandma's old house, and that bitch was definitely haunted. You could hear it was kind of like the same deal. You could hear people running up and down the stairs, like slamming doors, slamming cabinets. One time, my grandma and my grandpa, they were sleeping, and apparently the ghost, like, I guess came up there. I guess it was more than one. So they came up. There was like more than one. So they went up to her room and like pulled the blankets off them and like screamed at them. Yeah. I don't know how true that is, but my grandma's not a liar, and I definitely believe her. And she's got pictures of like some really creepy shit. Like she made crabs and they were not hot, and she took a picture of them for my granddad or whatever for Facebook, you know. And you could see like a whole ass face
My God.
right above him, and I'm like, "Hey yo, you see that shit?" And yeah, she's got a bunch of shit like that. So yeah, that bitch was haunted. Can confirm.
Ghosts are fucking weird.
They're fucking scary, bro.
Dude, imagine you're just having sex with somebody and there's just a ghost just chilling there and watching
Casper
you.
the horny ghost be like.
Just jerking off and then you got like ghost semen on you.
Ghost semen.
Yawn, you're
The-
sucking ghost dick.
Oh my god.
What's the
Dude,
movie with
Ghost-
Jonah Hill? And it's like the end of the fucking world or something like that. Wait, no, that's the Netflix show. But
This
it's
is
like,
the end.
yeah, this is the end. And he gets fucked by the devil or the demon or
Yeah.
whatever. The massive cock. That was pretty funny. But no,
ghost just, like-
I definitely believe in ghosts.
Do you imagine like, you're like sleeping and like some ghost is just like real hard and just like putting their cock in your mouth? Just while you're
You sleep with your mouth open, he's like, shut that shit.
shut that shit.
It's skull fucked by a ghost. Ghost of fucking John Wilkes Booth.
I never knew about that scene. Hold on, I'm watching that scene now.
Okay. Going in the
Hold on,
spank
what the
bank.
So it was Jonah Hill?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's in that. I think. I don't know.
And this
Jonah
is
Hill,
the
Seth Rogen, or somebody that I really like was in it.
Yeah, it was like I think
And at the
Jonah Hill
time,
was in
there
it.
was
Seth
weed in
Rogen.
it, so I'm pretty sure it was.
Seth
Yeah.
Rogen was in it.
I can't find the fucking scene.
That might
Hold
not have
on.
been the movie then. I might have been
Maybe-
watching a porno.
All I hear is like his belt unbuckling.
Andrew, have you ever had extraterrestrial paranormal experience?
I have not. No.
Yikes. Looks like the Virginia boys take that win.
Take that job.
Take that fat Fortnite victory royale.
Victory Royale. Victory Royale.
Fucking
Kind of good.
huh?
Okay.
I don't even know what you said.
What kind of music do you guys listen to?
Dude, I'm all
Um,
over the place.
Oh, I found the scene.
Oh.
Okay.
Awesome. I was gonna say, I'm kind of all over the place with music, but like the main shit I listen to is like hip hop and rap. But like, then again, I'm still like, all over the place with music. Like one day I'll listen to like, some like EDM, and the next day I'm listening to, like indie. So
I listen to like everything. Like I like J-Rock, obviously because they're anime. I'll hear like an opening that has like a fucking amazing guitar line in it. And I'll just like try and learn it or whatever. I like everything other than like new country. New country is kind of garbage, but I do appreciate like all music except pop. Pop's
Except
kind of
opera.
fucking stupid. No, I actually
Opera.
like opera.
It's cheeks.
It's not for everybody. Definitely. Like I won't like get in the car. I'm like, all right, time to get cranked and just listen to fucking Beethoven or some shit.
I mean,
But-
so for me, I'm a big fan. Oh, sorry, was I interrupting?
No, go ahead. You're good.
So for me, I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of funk, and it's not like FUNK, it's PHONK, and it's an underground rap genre that was started in Memphis, Tennessee, of all places. Dude, and it if y'all ever heard like Ghostbane makes it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I might actually
Um,
be into that.
Mercury is like a good entry level song by Ghostbane.
I do know the Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like one of the most popular ones anyway.
But I mean, it's
But,
good. But I also love synthwave music, and there's so many different subgenres of synthwave.
Synthwave is so good.
It is
Like
good.
you have,
Really bad.
like you have chill wave, you have dark wave, you have horror wave, you have vapor wave. Like it's all different. Like horror wave is one of my favorite. What they do is they go in like to the 80s, like 80s horror movies and like late 70s. And they'll take out like bits and pieces of like the horror movie and put them over the track, and it's amazing.
Kind of like what's that? The one artist, SERL, Cyril or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's cool. What kind of music you listen to, Andrew?
I listen to a lot of metal, a lot of math rock, a lot of like jazz rap, like Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of varies per day. Some days I'm feeling one genre.
You guys know the band Day to Remember?
I've heard of them. I just don't know if I.
Oh my god, dude, A Day to Remember is so fucking good. They just got a lot of bangers. Y'all ever Y'all ever had like a crazy girlfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, I have not really, no.
I
I've
had.
experiences with crazy girls, just not a crazy girlfriend.
I mean, I kind of two, I would say. So back in February, I started dating this girl, and this was like right before COVID struck. And everything was fine. And then I guess probably when COVID struck, things started changing. She was just toxic as fuck. She was like, you know, if like I made a joke about her or, something in a joking way, she would be upset at me for like the rest of the day. Like wouldn't talk to me, anything, and then it made me feel bad. And then times like, she'd be like, could you come over? And I'd be like, no, I can't. Like, COVID's happening. And she would like start crying. And I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do? And she was just like freaking out like anytime like anything would happen. And then she broke up with me in like June. And then the next day she was like, can we get back together? And I was like, no. And I was like,
Bitch.
no. Who do you think I am? And then I broke up with my recent girlfriend, probably in like January. Yeah, in about January. And the thing was, she was just like, she was like a conservative who like believed in some pretty crazy theories. So, she was like, at least from what it seemed like, she believed in QAnon.
Oh
You're kidding.
lord.
Oh yeah, what was that? Isn't that like the Secret Council of Jews or something?
No,
I believe
that's
that.
it's
No.
like QAnon's
I mean,
like when it's like they believe that like there's higher ups that are like having like sex trafficking rings that are like helping or no that are like causing Donald Trump to like not be president. It's hard to explain. There's like a whole Wikipedia page about it, but it's like it's so like just not it's or they're like it's like liberals are like trying to like have sex trafficking rings and they like drink the blood of children. It's so fucking weird. It's some weird shit. But like she believed, at least from what it seemed like, she believed in it. At least from what she told me, it was just she was like a nice person, but like she just was like every day we would get on FaceTime and she would just start talking about politics, and I was like, I don't want to talk about politics with her.
I do that. Yeah.
I was
Back
like,
to the QAnon thing, isn't that like where they said like some of their pillows are made out of like bones of children and shit like that?
yeah, it was like they would like have sex trafficking rings and like drink the blood of children, and it's just a lot of weird shit. And it's
Like,
like,
get into that. That
Satanic
sounds hot.
worshipping, cannibalistic pedophiles that were running a or global child trafficking ring.
yeah, it's so yeah, it's so weird. And
That's where
she
the
was
money
like,
is.
yeah, it was bad too because like we were like getting together around the time of like the presidential election,
Oh,
and like
God.
yeah, and like when Biden won, she was just like, this country is it's gonna go down. It's gonna be the worst. We're gonna get into a civil war. And I was like, we may get into a civil war, but this world isn't blowing up. I was like, we're fine.
Yeah,
She
we're
was like,
good.
she was like freaking out like the end of the world, and she was like, socialism is coming. And I was like, what?
Wait, what?
I was like, what? I was like, Biden's not even close to that shit. I was like, what are you
Socialism's coming.
I was like, what are you talking about?
That's
The
the Game of
socialists
Thrones
are
arc.
coming.
That's the Game of Thrones arc we never got.
The socialists
Tommy's
are coming.
return.
It was,
Well,
it was
guys, we didn't want to get political, but time to get political. No.
no, but like that's what she would do, and it was just like every night, I would just try to have a normal conversation, and then she would talk about, like just anything political, and
Literally
I was like,
anything.
yes, and she was like, anytime you'd be like, I hate socialism, I hate liberals, I was like, okay, like I get it. You hate the left.
You should have said, so you hate me?
No,
She would have grabbed the AR-15 bump stock.
Bump stock.
Fun fact: we used to have a bump stock before it was illegal.
bump stocks, awesome.
They're so fucking fun.
But yeah, and then I broke up with her in like January because I was just like, yeah, I'm bisexual, and she was like, awesome, and I was like, so I'm breaking up with you.
You don't even hit her with like, I mean, January. Let's see what was going on. Biden was moving in, so you would have had that whole shit show of a conversation. So you just say, yeah, I'm bi.
Yeah, I was like, I'm bi, and I
I
was
swing
like,
both ways.
I was just like, I want to explore my options, and that was it. And she's blocked me on everything, so yeah.
Oh yeah. If she was like a diehard conservative, she hates the gays.
She's definitely like sometimes I felt like I could convince her, but like there's other times where she was just too far gone, where I was like, she's gonna be stuck on this QAnon shit for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
I don't like people who they constantly bring up politics. Like like a political conversation here and there is fun, but like if I have like people like Snapchat or something, I post something, I'm like, ha ha, dick and balls. They're like, did you know dick and balls is Nazi
promoting
propaganda?
misogynism? Like, bro,
you're committing communism.
Why are you talking about vagina and clit? Like that's so like misogynistic of you.
That's so
people are like, and then like the weird, like, I hate people who add me to spread their weird political opinions. It's not even like Democratic or Republican opinions. It's like, oh, post a pee if you don't like air. I'm like, what the what?
Oh yeah.
It's just like some like
supporting this, then you could totally just unadd me. Like I don't even like you.
Like if you don't buy my farting OnlyFans, like, are you even my friend?
I hate that shit.
You're
on
not
Snapchat
cash-apping me
like,
$5 a day. You're not even my friend. Like
I hate that shit on Snapchat where it was like it would like post a picture and it'd be like some caption and it would be like, it's like repost this.
Repost this the one that went around recently was repost this if you're not a rapist. I see who posts this.
Yeah, it was like some shit like that, and it was like I'm not fucking look. I'm not a rapist, but I'm not reposting your shitties. I was like, this is.
I'm not doing that.
I was like, it's so fucking stupid, and people would do it too. Like, during the Black Lives Matter, they would post like a black
Oh my
square,
God.
and they were like, "Everybody do this, or you're a racist." I was like,
posting
"Congrats,
a
guys.
black square.
Racism is over." We posted a
Posting a black square beats racism, guys.
It's like,
Remember
it was like awesome, guys. You're fucking awesome.
My entire feed was just black.
It was just.
Get blacks, nerd.
All right.
There was one post on Snapchat that I saw that I did. I fucking screenshot it. And I went on a rant because this guy posted it, and he was like, "If you're a girl who's been raped, that's your fault. Maybe
Oh
you
my
should check
God.
the clothes you're wearing." And I was like, "Hold on, what did you
That's
just
not how
say?"
that works.
I was like, "What?" And then at the end, he had the audacity to say like Trump 2020, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, no, that makes Trump supporters look worse.
Yeah, I was like, "What are you even talking about?" I was like, "It was so fucking stupid."
I mean, I understand, like, I guess some cases a girl can dress more. I don't want to use the word slutty, provocative, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of slutty, how do y'all think of the OnlyFans shit?
What do I think of the OnlyFans shit? Well, I'm not gonna date a OnlyFans girl.
I think it's good for some people. It's so weird. So like you look at something like Twitch and you have like all these, and I find this hilarious. So there's like actual porn stars who are streaming on Twitch who have
Oh, yeah.
more professionalism than actual random women on Twitch. So there's just some girls on there who will straight up like show their pussy on stream, and these are random people. But then you'll have a porn star on there playing like a video game in like a normal fucking shirt. Like,
Yeah, and then like that's when like the real creeps go. They're like, "Oh yeah, show your foot fungus on stream." I'm like, "What the hell?"
So it's like it's just weird shit. I think OnlyFans, it's fine. Like I don't really care, but like, I can see the attraction because it's like, you go on Pornhub or some shit because people are like, "Oh yeah, it's free. Why would you pay for this when you just go on, Pornhub and get it for free?" Which makes sense, but it's like,
I stand for that.
a lot of times it's just like, on Pornhub, it's the same. Like, honestly, I watch the same 20 videos, even if that, so like, there's some people who see some woman who you can't find on Pornhub, and you're like, "Oh yeah, she's like really attractive. I really like her. I would pay, $5 a month or whatever just to see, her suck a cock. Sure, why not? I'm like, go for it. But I think it's ridiculous because I was looking at some OnlyFans. I was looking at like Belle Delphine. She was like charging like $30 a month for some shit, and I was like, there's people out there who will buy it, but it's not worth $30 a month,
Why doesn't somebody just leak it? I'm pretty sure you can go to like a Reddit thread and find it.
There's
Oh
a
yeah,
web,
100%.
there's a website I've actually used. It's called like Thought Hub.
I'm on the way.
You type in like thoughthub.ru, and you can. It's just all. It's all leaked. It's all leaked OnlyFans stuff. So you
I'll
can
look into that actually.
Yeah, and if you go on to like the top of viewed, it's all Belle Delphine's leak shit. So
Does she even like post nudes?
No, she does.
She
she
posted
does?
a full like 5-minute scene with her and her boyfriend for Christmas.
Yeah, fucking.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm on.
I can send it because I have the link somewhere in another Discord. Spank Bank. Because there's a Discord that I'm in that has a literal NSFW Spank Bank, and I absolutely hate it, but it's somewhere in there.
I mean, the Spank Bank in my server is just full of dark humor memes.
And Ahiko girls.
Yeah, look, I don't want to talk about what I'm into, alright?
Yeah,
Look, if a 3D girl does it, it's not hot. Alright? But
It's a 3D.
the Twitch thing, did you hear about the girl who queefed on stream and got banned?
Wait, what?
You guys didn't hear about that?
No, I did.
Some streamer. Yeah, she was like a gamer or whatever. Probably playing like League of Legends or some shit. I don't know. But I don't know the context. All I know is like the clip that I saw, she like gets up on stream. She's like, "Yeah, I can queef on command." And I guess like they said, "Do it." So she did it and then got banned. Like,
Yeah, there's-
I don't think that's fair because like I could go and bust ass on Twitch and it would be all right.
I mean, because it's more like she, like, straight up was like, I can queef on stream and then put her pussy to the microphone. and
Yeah,
then just,
I feel like that's where the issue was.
it's
Probably
Or
where
maybe there was
Tio
more
got broken.
context.
it's the same. There was a girl who got a 3-day ban because she literally pulled down her pants and showed her pussy, and which is kind of unfair, honestly, because it's only 3 days, and like if you think of like a guy who would show his straight up cock, he would probably get a perma.
Permaban.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
permaban, definitely. And it's
So
like the
you-
thing with Instagram, like a girl can like basically show her titties, but the second I post a video of me helicopter my dick, I'm banned.
You should be banned for that.
Just going through
Not gonna
reels, you just see somebody helicoptering
So-
a cock.
So literally, I'm just scrolling through Twitch because I was gonna pull up a clip. I literally found this one Asian chick. Here, I'll fucking post her in the server.
Okay.
Chick, literally, it's just her whole stream. It's just her. It's just her boobs, man. It's literally just
Really?
yeah.
Alright,
It is-
let me open it up.
Yeah, let's take a look. See,
That's fucking hard.
her name's in Korean.
It's
Oh, I
literally
got
just
mad.
Oh my lord.
there's a guy who he's blown up. He's a Korean streamer, and he
Jesus Christ.
there's this Korean guy, and he'll go on I'll see him on live stream fails, and all he does is he goes on and he'll find like girls.
Holy shit.
He'll find girls with like big titties, and he has a notepad full of clips of just women who are just like showing their breast and shit, and he has a whole notepad so he can go to each clip and just like it's so fucking strange.
Dude, Jesus Christ, dude. She. All right.
Look at
You
my
watching the
future, bro,
stream or?
like-
are you
Yeah,
talking
I'm
with the
still watching.
guy?
But yeah, no, that's insane. And that also goes in line with like people quote unquote objectifying women, but then they go do stuff like this and it's still wrong if
And
we
it's just
say
because
like
they,
she
like-
has huge rag.
The
Well,
problem-
this is also
it's
a
just-
different culture. This is us looking in, and I know I'm not well educated in the way of Korean, but I know like for a fact that they're more conservative, and also why are all my recommended just chatting channels just women with big boobs? I'm scared of what I've liked.
Well, in Korea, actually, it's like I think porn is banned in Korea, in South
In most
Korea.
Asian countries, it is.
Yeah, so
Yeah, most-
this is
yeah.
the only way they can actually like get this stuff is because through Twitch. But the problem with stuff like this is like if you look at like an actual woman streamer, like somebody who regular streams who doesn't do this shit, it hurts them because it's like
They're
like
doing that
just a
so they
regular,
don't get the viewership.
yeah, they're just a regular streamer who's playing a game, and then you'll have like a bunch of coomers who come in the chat and are like, what's your OnlyFans or show your tits or some shit like that.
Yeah,
You
know,
and
and
people that
40.
like ruin it for everybody.
Dude, I'm
yeah,
literally just watching a stream now. This chick is just sitting in a fucking hot tub in the middle of her room.
Dude, I was watching a video on the hot tub meta on Twitch. That's what
Dude,
it's
the
called nowadays.
the hot
Wait,
tub meta.
really? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yes.
No,
hot
every-
Oh
tub
my
meta.
god.
All the streamers do, although a lot of women streamers do it now. It's just like all they'll do is they'll sit in a hot tub and they'll have a timer going. And every time they get a sub, it adds like 60 seconds or so to the sub timer, or like a certain amount of time.
Doing what Ludwig did.
You guys want to do
Yeah.
it?
Four bros in a hot tub and a stew? Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
6
We all
feet
just
apart.
like pissing shit.
Because they're not gay.
Nah,
But,
6 feet
like-
apart because of COVID. Not because we not gay, because we are gay for each other. No gay shit though.
Yeah, no
Okay.
homo, but I would like.
No homo.
No homo, but I am gay. But like
oh,
sometimes
me-
they'll change like their bra and stuff. So like they'll go off, like they'll be wearing one like set of like swimming clothes, and they'll go off screen for like 5 minutes and then change clothes and come back on with a new set. And
yeah.
they'll do that. I think. Do you guys know who Amaranth is? She streamed for just like 12 plus hours sitting in a hot tub. 12 plus hours.
much
She,
Mind
dude,
how,
she
like,
keeps getting
rude
banned and
it's-
coming back. It is so ridiculous. Twitch's whole like view on her, because it's like it feels like every other day it's like Aunt Marath. Oh, exposed her cooch in the middle of stream. One day
On
or hour
accident.
ban on accident. 1 day ban. Boob falls out. 1 minute ban. I'm like, dude. You look at Ice Poseidon, who Ice Poseidon is a whole different book because it's Ice
Oh
Poseidon.
lord, yeah.
He's a
Forgot about
whole.
him.
Wait, do y'all remember? Do y'all know about how you're not allowed to show brand streamers on Twitch
Yeah.
anymore?
Yeah.
What was I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. So
So this has
Dog
been a
Meat
known
Stack.
thing since Ice Poseidon and Chad Anything Reviews. If you show someone who's gotten banned on Twitch, you can get banned yourself or get in trouble.
Jesus, really?
But I feel like Twitch isn't doing anything about that. Like, because plenty of people have watched clips of like Dr. Disrespect on stream, and nobody's been banned yet. Because
Well, I think it's changed up a little bit more because Twitch itself has evolved. But I mean, that used to be the thing because I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Ice Poseidon got cut off from his like whole connection
Mhm.
because he couldn't appear on people's stream. And the only reason people wanted him on there was because they gave him clout. And then the second his clout went away, people were like, "All right, go away." But I haven't watched Ice in years, man.
Yeah, he still streams on YouTube. I don't know how well he does. But it's just I feel like Ice did a lot for Twitch in general, like with live streaming and IRL shit. And then after that whole shit went down, it just literally IRL died when Ice Poseidon like got banned.
Well, it was Andy Milonakis used to stream with Ice a lot, and then I remember Chad Anything Reviews used to be on there, and I remember that
Yep.
was like the holy trinity of Twitch for a while. Was just big fat man, a young looking old man, and Ice. And I remember that was just. I remember clicking on stream. Chad's usually doing some dumb stuff. Andy Milonakis is just ragging on both of them, and Ice is just being a complete doofus.
Yeah, and like
it was so fun.
yeah, that was like the literal just three.
That was Twitch for a while.
That was Twitch. Yeah, because before that, you actually had to had at least 10% of your screen be gaming, or you got banned. Like there was no IRL stuff. And then what happened was a lot of women were like doing this kind of shit, showing their boobs, and they would have like 10% of the screen be gaming. So they would just be
Wouldn't even be them playing.
And
Literally-
then they get exposed for replaying clips of other streamers who didn't show I forgot her name, but I believe like way back there was like an outbreak of women who were going to like smaller streamers pulling their VODs and putting them up on screen.
Yeah.
I do know about that.
Yeah, and then that's like and then they made the whole IRL section because they were like people were just finding ways to like break the system. So they were like, okay, we'll just add IRL. And then it got turned into just chatting, which stupid.
You guys know about Maximilian, yeah?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
That fucking prick, dude. Like actual degenerate. Waste
Yeah.
of a fucking
Waste of air.
waste
Seriously.
of a cervix system.
Cervix.
Fallopian
Waste of a
tube. But I don't know how
cervix.
women work.
I don't think anybody does.
What's a clitoris?
G spot.
G spot.
Never
Did you know
heard
the
of that.
G spot in a man is in the ass?
Peyton. Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, don't worry.
Like, dude, it feels like every single girl, like every girl wants to do pegging, but like they're like, well, that the G spot's in the ass. I'm like, shit, fuck off.
No, it's not. It's on the tip of my wiener to the left. I know where it is. I know exactly where to apply. I know where to apply the spit. I know what I'm doing.
Trust me, I've studied. Don't worry.
Trust me, I've been doing this for like 6-7 years. I got it.
Dude, there's been a woman here who's on Tinder, and I keep finding her by accident, and she'll keep like being like, I'll swipe right because I just swipe right on everybody on Tinder. So I'll swipe right, and
Horny
then
fuck.
I know, and then she'll pop up, and every time she'll message me, and she'll be like, "Can I peg you?" I'm just like, what?
She's
I
gonna get
doubt it.
someone. You know she's gonna find some
She
dude.
probably has, honestly.
It's probably she still does it, but I have a Tinder story. So my type is fuck. You ever see like those big titty goth girls on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm convinced they don't exist in real life. You never just
Okay.
like walk to Walmart and see like some really hot tatted girl with dyed hair. Look, I don't know why they're so hot to me, but
Same. Yeah.
so I swiped right on this one, and you know, she messaged me. She's like, "Hey, you know, you play guitar?" I'm like, "Yeah," and we started talking about like what we liked and that kind of shit, and it came across to collections, like what we collect. And she like had like rock collection, like like cool rocks or whatever. I was like, "Yeah, I have a collection." She was like, "Oh, cool," and I was like, "Yeah, I keep it in my basement though." And she's like, "Why? What do you collect?" I said children, and she never said anything back. So
Good. You.
and I wonder why I can't find love, why I'm single.
Jesus Christ, Mark.
Me and Peyton matched.
Yeah, we did.
I sent him my
Really?
profile, and then I sent him my profile, and he swiped right. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see how quick I get Peyton. I switched my interest to men, and he was the first one. I was like, bet. So I add him back, and I DM him. I'm like, hey, let's fuck.
I've spoken it on so many people I know, and it's honestly awkward.
Yeah, I've
'Cause-
gotten a couple of people that I knew in Essex, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like Essex.
Yeah.
So I just didn't have a good high school experience. Like I definitely had like friends or whatever. I had fun playing sports.
I like
Just
peaked.
overall, it was shit.
I peaked in high school. At least, like, I feel like like my 9th and 10th grade year were like pretty good. Honestly, my 8th, 9th, and 10th grade year were pretty good, and then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah,
Honestly, after like May, when like Mr. Peters passed away, that's when everything went downhill.
I remember that.
Dude, that shit was
That shit was
crazy.
crazy.
What
Like,
happened?
Our
so we you can tell the story. You had him.
Yeah, my teacher, he fucking died. Like, so the story, I remember waking up because I remember that Friday we like had no school for some reason, and we were like the first people to know because one of the people in our soccer's team's mom worked like at the school, and
Oh, yeah.
she told him, and he told the group chat, and was like he died, and
We
I
were
was like,
we were all like
what the fuck?
confused.
Yeah, we were so confused, and then it comes to find out he got killed by police. He got shot by a cop, and like he was like, I think what they said, he was like
He was
basi-
high on something.
Yeah, he was
though.
hot. No, he had Ritalin and weed in him, and he just was going crazy.
Fucking
He was
bonkers.
he had like a mental breakdown. He just like lost it, and
Yeah, and there's like footage, like
Yeah,
cop cam, like you see him. They tried to tase him, but only one of the stickers stuck on him.
yeah,
So
and then
he
they
charged
shot him.
Yeah, and thing with that, I remember everybody saying he wasn't in the right to shoot, but
It's a confusing conversation because it's like he really wasn't, but at the same time he was. It's just that whole situation is more confusing, and I
he
feel like
charged at him when the cop told him not move. So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
trained
yeah.
to shoot.
No, yeah, of course. It's just it's a very confusing situation because it's like he was having like because the icing on the cake was that day he was at school, and then I think a student came in and they started arguing, and then he left, and he just had a full breakdown because a lot of students, I wouldn't say didn't like him, but just didn't respect him. So he was having a hard time teaching students. So it just
Yeah.
came down to a breaking point, and he just basically just went crazy, just had a full mental breakdown.
Yeah, we don't have
I-
something like that. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. We don't have like I don't know of many like stories like that where it's like, oh, this teacher did that. Like we don't have too many. Like our teachers in our school at least are well behaved. Which I guess is a godsend. But but our students are fucking terrible, man.
Can you
Like-
confirm?
Like I know our school isn't that good because we don't live in a pretty like the areas around and like the areas that go into it aren't really like the most like rich places, so the school gets shit funding. But I mean people like there are just some people who are like, yeah man, I hate my school, it's just nothing for me. I'm like, dude, you're gonna have free education, dude. And the thing that really pisses me off is people who like fight with teachers when they don't need to. Like one girl decked a teacher because she wasn't allowed to use a bathroom during a test. Full on punched the teacher. The teacher, it was the teacher's first year, and she stayed after that.
I would have fucking quit.
I would have quit too, but
If
I don't know.
If I ever was a teacher, I'd get fired before fucking homeroom.
I'm a person who would. Yeah, I use the bathroom a lot. Like I shit a lot. I have so many stories of like me shitting myself. But anyways, but I'm a person who needs to use the bathroom pretty often. So anytime a teacher would tell me no, I wanted to fucking deck them in the throat. So honestly,
I definitely feel that.
I don't blame her.
Well, no, she wasn't actually going to use the bathroom because she literally used the bathroom like 15 minutes ago. They just do it so. She was one of those girls that, like, I hate to be like, because I know it's got a bit of a racist undertone under it, but he was one of those hot Cheeto girls that, sprays, comes to school, doesn't bring a backpack, forgets to do homework, brings perfume that many people are allergic to, and, has no self-respect whatsoever. Comes in, literally is like they're in the middle of a sign language quiz. So first of all, they can't be talking. And second off, it's like, if you're in the middle of a test, she wasn't even done. She didn't even start her test. She wanted to use the fucking bathroom. And the teacher was like, no. And she's like,
because there were 2 cops that came. So our school has a lot, like it's an off-duty station for cops. Like if they're not on call or anything like that, they come hang out at our school in some little room or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Just because of like the security risk that our school is for some terrible reason. And I remember seeing like a whole squad of cops just casually strolling by. Like one's got like handcuffs out, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Well, because she committed assault and she tried to grab. I think what she tried to do is she tried to grab something.
Gotta grab her phone.
Oh no! Didn't she try to smash something over the teacher's head?
Holy shit!
Jesus,
yeah, dude, our school is violent.
But yeah, she got expelled and got sued, and several people, and I mean several students, were asked to testify, and it was the funniest thing I ever heard.
Holy shit!
She won the case, and the person got moved. But I mean, like, no, everyone sided with the teacher because this girl was being like, she was out of pocket like crazy. This is like a normal occurrence. As students usually act a fool.
Yeah. Nah, I get that. That makes sense.
Hey guys, that's going to be it for this episode of the Socially Challenged Club. Hopefully next time my mic will be fixed, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will see you guys next time. Bye.